So for this video I wanted to talk about 3 points. They're 3 separate points on the same topic but about 3 different things related to that topic. The first point I wanted to talk about is that Israeli supporters blame Hamas in comment sections, possibly in videos and other places, but they don't have factual proof of Hamas doing those things which they say they do, which I've talked about in the previous upload, but I wanted to bring up that Israeli supporters who blame Hamas, did they do it because they actually think Hamas does all this? Did they actually see video footage proof or some sort of evidence to show that Hamas is really behind the thing they say? Or did they just blindly believe Hamas is behind everything because they're taught into thinking that Israel is a saint when they're not? Palestinian supporters, on the other hand, blame Israel not because they love to blame people randomly. Palestinian supporters, including me, blame Israel because we've seen the horrible pain and suffering that Palestine goes through. We have seen the things people like Benjamin Netanyahu and Ben Gvir, for example, have said. We see the real factual evidence that breaks our hearts and makes our support for Palestine real and true, but for Israeli supporters, where's your proof to show that you have a valid reason to support Israel, where Hamas is actually the bad guys? I've never seen any real Hamas footage proof of anything that y'all claim they do, so please give me a reality check to show me that your Israeli support isn't just blindly supporting without fact-checking anything. Tell me that you're not out here blaming Hamas when you have no reason to do so. Y'all only say things about Hamas, but y'all never come with the receipts. All I want is proof, because as a person who doesn't believe so easily in things unless provided with credible proof, I would like to see something that can make me understand your blame for Hamas that is not made in a way to fit your narrative and be biased. I want to see the actual unbiased truth. The second point I wanted to talk about is that Israel is illegally trying to take Palestinian land, but if they want the land so bad, then why are they killing Palestinians? Why are they not allowing them to leave at all? If it was just land, they wouldn't be committing a genocide where Palestinians fear their lives every wake of each day. Israel has shown that they don't care about just wanting the land, they want to eradicate Palestinians from existence. They could allow Palestinians to get up and leave, but they don't. But also, even if Palestinians got the chance to leave, all of them wouldn't just leave if they could, because 1. Where would they go to? Palestine is their home, and so leaving would mean they'd have to go live somewhere else entirely unplanned, so they won't know where to go, because they may not have the financial means to move to a new place, they may not have family members in other countries who they can go to, and other factors. Moving to a new place isn't easy, so even if they did leave, they'd have trouble settling into a new place, because of new land and because all they may know is Palestine. And 2. Palestine is their home, and so they wouldn't want to go anywhere else. They would rather stay in Palestine and die in Palestine because they don't want to leave and let Israel win. And honestly, Palestinians who would want to stay behind in their place of origin, I don't blame them since it's their land. They own it, and Israel is trying to take it away from them, not by just simply letting them leave, which in itself is a horrible thing to do. They're going as far as to kill innocent civilians who are just ordinary Palestinian citizens who have done nothing wrong to deserve the cruelty that is happening to them. It's disgusting what Israel is doing for land. They're erasing the people with it, so that Palestine becomes a forgotten memory. The third point I wanted to talk about is that I got this reply to my comment on YT a while back, and it made me realize that there are some Jews who have this belief that they're God's chosen people. Let me show you the comment on screen because I'm not gonna read it fully. The part of this reply that stuck out to me is that, if you are against Israel, you are against God, and that made me furious to know that they think that being anti-Israel because they're hurting, harming, killing, bombing, etc. innocent Palestinian civilians is going against God, because why would I stand by Israel and accept them trying to commit a genocide in Palestine when my religion, I'm Catholic Christian, doesn't teach us that? We have the 10 commandments, and one of them says, "Thou shalt not kill," which means that we shouldn't kill anyone, which would also further expand to not supporting the killing of others too, especially if they're innocent and did nothing wrong. I hate how this replier said, "You are against God, because do you think God would want this? He teaches us to love, be kind, to not harm others and other horrible acts, but do you think God is okay with a genocide being committed to people who are just trying to live a peaceful life? You shouldn't bring God into topics like this that involve murder, and if you think that being against Israel is being against God, then maybe you should recheck yourself, because even if God did choose a people, that calling doesn't justify illegally settling on land and stealing them from Palestinians by killing them, force starving them, basically erasing them from existence, and making Palestine a lost memory or as if they never existed. God would never condone any war crimes and horrific acts, since no religion supports that at all. And yes, I know not every Jew thinks this way about being God's chosen people, and not every Jew agrees with what Israel is doing, because there are good Jews out there who want Palestine to be free, but the ones who believe that they're God's chosen people in the aspect of trying to justify the genocide in Palestine, which the replier seems to be doing, isn't right to do if they're using religion. This make us think differently just for us to give our support to Israel. We're not going against God, you are the one going against God because of you saying these things that God doesn't want.